started on time. That's new.
Right on the dot.
Right on the dot. This is the first time. Let's go. Welcome everybody. Next people in.
Boy G's here. Welcome, Boy G.
What up, Boy G?
Early chatters. DJ Sonic Boom. How are you? It's gonna be a Canadian party tonight.
Yeah, another Canadian. I think we're gonna get. This is the episode. We're gonna get a lot of Canadian people. Let's give everybody a minute and we can start. Ready for some poutine.
Oh wow! Talking about food again. Hey, don't worry. I'm an hour and a half from Windsor. And I have to make 2 trips to Windsor this summer.
Oh, nice.
We'll make the most out of the Canadian trip, even if it's just at Windsor.
All right. Let's get started. Welcome, everybody, to the Guys Next Door. How's it going? Episode 16. We're going strong. And we got 2 fun DJs in the backstage tonight, and I think this show is gonna be spicy. Just talking to them, I know, and we talk about it. We don't know where this conversation is gonna lead us, but I think it's gonna be fun. So, welcome to episode 16. Sound Decisions. How's it going, buddy?
Good evening. Yeah. Good evening
what's going on?
Good evening to the audience, to the chat. It's been a weird week. Tuesday, I think we hit 76 degrees up here in the lower peninsula, and then the next day it dropped to 19. So we had some ice issues in the morning.
Aren't you scared of really what's happening in the world right now? I mean, don't get me wrong. That type of weather in February is a bonus. Yeah. Like we got like a few 60s and 70s last week. I got to play golf twice last week.
People are golfing and
the horses. So that's a bonus, right? But it's just weird right now. When I was talking to somebody
in about, Celsius,
what's happening, right? What's happening right now? It's
23 degrees Celsius down to -8 over Tuesday and Wednesday, and then today was around, I think, 17 degrees Celsius, and then the mosquitoes are out in early March. There's mosquitoes,
Well,
believe it or not.
to you Canadians though, I mean, our warm is probably hot for you
They're
guys. So
probably warm too. They're
yeah,
probably
yeah,
warm too.
yeah. So yeah, it's really interesting. What's interesting? Oh, and I'm not was say not surprised is the our third person is late again. So Gus is not here. And I told DJ Pat at least he's consistent on some of these every other episode. So what? Hopefully he jumps on before we introduce our
I
guest.
I will make the excuse. I think his son is turning 15 today,
Oh, happy
so he's
birthday!
probably maybe
Out for dinner.
dinner. So he'll be here shortly. Happy birthday to the Gus Junior.
Yeah, Gus Junior.
We expect him to come in pretty soon.
Gus
Um,
Junior. Yeah, that's a big shoe to fill. When you
it
say
it
Gus
is.
Junior, right?
It actually is. And I'm gonna tell you the story. Gus, when he streams, obviously you guys know he wears a costume. And
Mm,
one of the streams, I don't know if anyone here caught it. In one of the streams,
I
his
remember this.
daughter went down to the basement. And obviously, when you're vibing and you're the
You got
DJ,
your
and then
earphones on, yeah.
yeah, headphones, you're concentrated, you're looking at the chat. Out of the corner of his eye, he sees his daughter, and he's just startled.
He
And
actually jumped. Yeah,
he did jump. He did jump.
yeah,
Like he got scared,
like
and then he said the the
curse
famous
word.
Filipino curse word. On
It's
his
funny.
mic was off. His mic was
Yeah,
off. So
but it's funny, and I saw that he was really startled. Like he actually jumped, like oh, like you see, he thought that there's somebody else in that room because he also streamed in the basement. So costume on, everything. I wish somebody had clip it, but I remember that when he did that one. So a lot of new chatters, right? Drew McOrange, my Philly fan. How's it going, brother? How are you? Welcome to the guys next door. I have to get you in one of these days. I'm trying to get another Philly a fan to go with you here. I know Ethan Dub already said yes to me, so maybe that's a good combination. So we'll get
oh
you in soon,
wow,
brother.
wow,
Right.
wow.
So a lot of I think right now we have 3 weeks already that we have people DJ streamers that that are lined up, and a lot of big ones also. So it's gonna be a surprise. I'm not gonna tell everybody
No,
who.
they're not
Yeah,
divulging anything.
yeah. So it's gonna be surprise. Watch on promotion. I'm pretty sure Boy G promotions will pretty much handle that.
Boy G,
So
the ambassador of the streamers. Definitely shout out Boy G. Thanks for being here again.
yeah, so let's go to the first segment of the show, what we call the neighborhood, right? So on our first section, we're gonna talk about what happened on the NBC rate train yesterday. So I'm just gonna put the flyers up, and you guys could tell us, there are new DJs that came in, and also a lot of uh, other fam that really vibe it on our 90-minute set. So here's the flyer, right? The flyer was inspired by DJ Sonic Boom, who always cheats on his test, right? So that's like a test paper there, right?
Quarter
A
sheet of
a
paper,
quarter
right?
sheet of paper, right? What is it? Lengthwise, when you cut it. So kind of put it in there, put a little bit of typewriter, and put it on. It's just something different, right? So just to give you an idea, I'm the one who doing the flyers for NBHD, and the way we do these is like usually if I'm running out of ideas, and I do run out of ideas constantly, especially you will know if I don't have an idea if the flyer didn't come up like late Friday. But sound decisions will help me and say, give me a word to inspire me what the flyer is. Then I kind of hone into that and then pick a theme, right? So usually it takes me an hour or two to come up with the perfect one. But once I got it, um, we'll get one because it's so hard to do something that we have not done before. So if you have any ideas, send it to me
Yes.
so I might be able to do
Please
with a
send
flyer.
those ideas. Yeah. On the chat or on Instagram. We're on Instagram when we're on Twitch. You can send that.
Right.
Because next week it'll be easier to think of something next week, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
So who's on the raid train yesterday? So we have a fellow Canadian from group sector. He's a fan of our guest. He rocked it. What happened? The hold on a second. Right, there you go. Group sector, and then next is DJ MC2 J Man. Is probably
The legend.
the legend. It's probably this guy won't just stop moving, right? Um, it's funny that he said on his stream yesterday, if we reach certain number, I'm gonna go to bed. Like well, I don't know. He said he's sleeping, but I guess what he meant is he has a bed behind him, right? So I'm not sure if anybody have seen it. So he should be a redemption, if I'll be honest. He actually go to his bed and actually start humping, right? Just jumping, dancing.
I've seen
You
that.
should see it. It's crazy. I always wanted, and sometimes you say, "J Man, can I make a request since you're NBHD? Can you do it?" He'll do it for me. So next time, ask for it. This guy is legendary in terms of moving around. And as Vernimal said, your stream will not be complete if MC2 J Man not passed because he's everywhere. Like crazy everywhere. I have not seen a stream like a long stream that J Man did not pass by. So watch out for this guy and please follow him. And then next was we got Crazy Karma TV, another person who actually just won't stop moving around. So we haven't had him for a while, but it's fun to have him. A guy that that just dances crazy, and he had all this different gimmicks happening on his stream. And then we have our next was Edu Makabuhay, our NBHD OG, right? Envid Makabuhay, the soft spoken, always great house music, followed by Ricky Walk, who actually rock it with some sort of progressive and techno. Um, Great set. Always love it. And then we went to Spain to DJ Tucon, another great streamer for house. Then Tucon rated Sweet D Sauce, an upcoming lady DJ. You should check her out. So we got her on the show. She
Is she
rocked
new
it
to
all.
us?
This is her
Okay.
her first time. I think Grace is the one who asked her to join. So
Yeah.
great
Perfect.
pick up there, Grace. So she's great. So um, go follow her. After Sweet D is another Canadian, um, Chris Melendres. He hasn't streamed for a
Oh
while,
yeah.
so I was able to get him back. He plays a lot of minimal tech house. Always love his set. He's actually starting to produce now. He's very shy. He won't admit it, but if you follow him on Instagram, he dabbles on a lot of produced tracks right now. So go follow him. He said he wants to go back to streaming. Hopefully it'll be more on the NBHD side. And then we ended with our dear friend Jadzia Dex from Arizona.
Oh
It's
yeah.
fun. I asked Jadzia, hey, can you close NBHD? And she said yes, but she has to check because it was her brother's birthday. He said so. I don't know if he can stream, but what happened is she streamed and then said, "I'm gonna be tipsy when I stream." I said, "Go ahead, tipsy is better." They were all like drinking, and her brother was dancing for an hour.
Oh wow.
Per
What a
set.
birthday.
At Zia, you have the aquarium, right? The fish behind. Oh my God, Wesley, I think the name. He was vibing, one drink on hand. And I think there's another lady there. I'm not sure if that's his wife, but they were Jedzia as dancers. And I actually fell asleep around 11:30. I think Judge Zia went for like till 12:30. So that was
Oh,
great, you know.
that became a party then. So
Yeah, it
thanks
became a
for
party.
inviting
Yeah,
the
so
NBHD family.
that was great. That was great. So that's really what always a great lineup. Next week I just saw the lineups also gonna be great. So guys, you know, if you want to play for NBHD, hit me up, hit Boy G. We always have a spot for everybody. There's only one rule that we set in NBHD when you play. What one request? Uh, because a lot of people want to play, you can't do back-to-back weeks anymore, right? You can do every other week, but that's really what we ask
That's the
everybody.
only
I
rule.
know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only rule, but you can now play any genre. You can do whatever you want on the stream, and we're always flexible. There's no drama in NBHD. Whatever you do, you can make it. You have something, we'll figure it out. It's all about the community on NBHD. Just, you know, if people,
Before you end the segment, this has been on the production notes for
yeah,
a month now. Do we have any future events? I know our anniversary, the
it's
Independence
coming
Day,
soon.
things like that.
Yeah.
Are those coming this year? For the benefit of the audience, do you know? Are there plans already?
Um.
Not gonna put
So,
you on the spot, but
yeah. So there's definitely we will be celebrating the 100 episode
oh, there you
sometime
go.
end of it, March, beginning of April, I think, if I'm not
100.
mistaken.
Wow.
So I'm not sure if we're gonna go like multiple days. So just watch out for that. Boy G and
Boy
I,
and G. Yeah.
Boy G and I have been thinking about it. We actually want to do something that it's all like the same genre for Sunday trains. Like we want to do the first ever DNBHD that Boy G has, you know, just been, you know, thinking about. He was all DNB. So, and then we probably follow that with like all techno, all trance, something different, right? And of course,
Okay.
you know, I know sometime in May, people are thinking about doing some sort of a mini NBHD meetup on Detroit on the movement. So if you're on the
Yes.
move, I know, Pat, you want to organize that. I'm not gonna be there, but I hope that, you know, goes. And the people, you can see them on the movement and hang out, right? So that's
Yeah.
something that I'm excited, you know. And there's
Yeah.
a lot of great, you know,
So so
on the
this
move.
is an old lineup teaser. The final lineups has been released. The 100 DJs that are supposed to play. So this is just a sprinkling of who's playing, but there's a lot more on the next week. I'll make sure I'll put up the final lineup. And
Yep.
Gus and I will be there. We'll meet some of the peeps. We'll make sure to set up a time in one of the stages to meet people.
Yep. Even before Star, we're just gonna go a lot of promos about it, and then um we're gonna organize it so that, you know, again, we can all hang out, right? And then we're thinking of also, and this is on the works, just to let you know, this is the first time we're actually saying this. We want to do the Chicago meetup this year. Not sure when. I think Chicago, like we mentioned a few episodes, is probably the easiest way. We talk about Mexico or something like
Central.
that,
It's
but
the most
yeah,
central
it's
with a
Central's
lot
everybody's
of
easy.
streamers. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Chicago fam in there, right? You know, we found a hotel, right? Imagine this: we found a hotel in Chicago called NBHD, the neighborhood.
Mhm. Let's go.
Ooh,
So we are actually trying to
man.
contact and see if we can get a discount for multiple, you know, people and do there, and then look at, and where is it? It's on the what's that area?
It's west of Lincoln Park, so
So
it's
there's going to be a lot of
pretty
clubs there,
close,
right?
really close to
So
all the excitement. Yeah.
right, so people from Canada, from the West Coast, Central, East, you know, that's something to look forward to. So watch out for that. We're starting to talk about it. Uh, I know we started to talk a lot But I think this one is we're really serious because first of all, I can't pass that hotel. Says the neighborhood.
I think
Imagine the neighborhood meetup in the neighborhood.
that's
You
that
can't even.
motivated us to go on with this. We've been talking about it for a year about the meetup,
Mhm.
and then this hotel just popped up, and I think this is it. This is it. We're gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
I agree.
sign already. It's the
It's
sign.
the
Yeah.
sign. Yeah. Welcome, Gus.
Hey Gus,
Hello, hello.
happy birthday,
I'm
Gus Junior.
thank you. I'm late again.
we made the
We made
valid excuse for you,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
fine.
Okay,
There's a
okay,
valid
okay.
excuse, and people are forgiving, right? All right, so that is what happened on NBHD. So without further ado, right, let's introduce our guests for this week. So our two guests right now, NBHD fam, both Canadians. We're lucky to that they said yes to this, and I think like what I said a while ago, this conversation's gonna be fun because it could lead anywhere. I'm excited to have these two guys because I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but I think I know it's gonna be fun. So I'm introducing right now two DJs on Twitch. Please welcome GnuHouse and DJ JFP. How's it going, guys? How are you?
Hey everyone. Hey guys.
I'm good, man. How about yourselves? Thank you for having
Oh,
us.
Pretty
oh,
good.
well,
Thank you.
we love to have you guys. And as we were talking before the show, I think this is gonna be fun. And I know both of you met already multiple times, and you already told stories that the first time you met or the multiple times you met that you guys are like talking crazy stuff. It's not even Twitch. So you want to hear a lot of those stories. It's gonna be that's something that I think people would be interested. Like I told you guys, the theme of the show, right, really is everybody has a story to tell, and it's always going to be interesting and amazing, and people will love to hear it. So today, whatever story you got, we're here. And I said, JF, you're not holding back. Promise me.
Right. Oh God.
The
My
leash
wife-
is off.
My wife is just looking at me, going like, "Holy shit, that's not going to be good."
Miss JF, piece. I'm really sorry, but we're gonna put him on the spot. I think
Yeah.
I think it's
All
gonna
right.
be fun. So before we start this conversation, I want you. I mean, for people who don't know you, I want you guys to just introduce yourself, how you got into Twitch, and what is it like on your set. I'm gonna go first with GnuHouse. Uh, GnuHouse,
Yeah,
why don't you
sure.
introduce yourself? Yep.
Sure. So my name is GnuHouse. I'm based out of Oakville, Ontario, which I was joking beforehand. It's like 30 minutes to 7 hours to the west of Toronto, depending on traffic. And Mr. Coops, you know what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
it's just insane. So as my tagline there says, I'm a CPA by day, I DJ by night. I I in the late 90s, early 2000s, I was really into the nightlife or in the nightclub scene here. And Toronto had some absolutely legendary clubs. We had Industry where like Sneak and Roger Sanchez, Daft Punk, they all played. We had the Government nightclub, which was like this massive warehouse space that had like 8 different rooms in it, and I saw Deep Dish play there. I don't know how many times.
Okay.
Oh God, where there's like so many legendary clubs, and so I kind of from like '97 through to '04, that was a big part of my weekends. And then kind of real life kicked in. I went back to school. I met my wife, and then just life moves on. So I kind of lost touch with house music and techno. Kind of it was there, but not really. And I ended up as part of my job, I had to give a presentation at some conference, and one of the partners who invited me to it as a thank you gift, our firm, we have this thing where it's like a catalog and you can look through this whole thing, and you can pick out a gift that was about $100. And I'm flipping through it, and there's like jewelry, and I'm like, yeah, that's not my wife's style. There was a hammock which my wife would have killed me if I got. And in there was a little Newmark DJ2Go2 controller, and like, honest to God, it's like this big, right? It's got 2 turntables, it's got a fader, 4 hot cue buttons for either side. And like, it's just tiny. I'm like, I'm gonna try this out. So that 6 weeks later turned into a Hercules Impulse 500, which later turned into an XDJ XZ, and here I am. And that's just kind of my DJing side. I'll let JF do a little bit about him, and then we can talk about, because we have a very similar Twitch journey.
That's in a span of 2 months, though. 6 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, you went to a bigger controller.
No,
I know it is. It's hard, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Well, it was a dark and stormy night. All right, but by trade, I'm a millwright. I'm an industrial mechanic. I used to fix shit for a living, and the first time I ever got put out of work is during COVID, and I got a teen that's up there somewhere. Anyway, I hope she's watching us. Anyway, and at some point, I'm home. I got a few beers, and she goes like, yeah, I saw that on Reddit. I said, what the hell is Reddit? that's me, And so I installed Reddit on the iPad. I had nothing else to do. So, okay. And then I see this guy, this bearded little guy, man, whistle face that we all know.
Yes.
And I went like,
the legend.
Oh,
okay.
I go, what the fuck? I said, he talks, he mix. I was like, and I've always enjoyed and respect DJs, but there was something untouchable for me. I couldn't get there, and I say, all right, after this, like I talked to my wife and said, oh, I really like to, it's like, hey, well, start looking around. And then I actually texted, I sent a private message to Whistleface, and he answered. I said, wow, the guy's not a dick. The guy is not a dick. And seriously. And then he says, I had some scoped out some equipment, like it was a DDJ 400 with the headphones and 5-inch monitors and everything. I said, and I send it to him. Says, hey man, that's a good way to start. And on that, it came with a 7-day online classes. So that's where I learned DJ. And that's it, man. And after that, and the guy at Sam's Music Store, if you've been to Montreal, that's like, if you want a drum, if you want a guitar, I don't care if ukulele, it's Sam's Music Store. All right. And then, so I go down there. I said, look, this is what I want to get on Amazon, but I'm a fucking 50-year-old child. I was 47 at the time. I said, I want it now. So make me a deal and I leave with it. The guy said, okay, DDJ 400, blah, 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 blah. He says, and seriously, he says, in 6 months, if you like this, and he points out the one I have in front of me right now. He points out the DDJ 1000. He said, in 6 months, if you like this, you want to buy this one. I go, yeah, get the hell out of here. You just want, and he was right. And he was right. And I went to,
in 2 months.
Because there was some back problem. It was out of production for a while. There was a shortage project. In COVID,
they were gouging. Yeah,
everybody became a fucking DJ. So I got it. It was like between 2 orders. The guy calls me, says, "Listen, you're lucky. You reserved one. We got 5." He says, "You still want it?" He says, "Man, I'm 30 minutes away. I'll be there in 5." I just, boop, that's it, man. And that's it, man. And, I started on RPAN, good old RPAN, when you could go from 3 watchers to 25,000. That was messed up. You had your share of, trolls, but I mean, the energy was just awesome, and when RPAN,
that's not on Reddit, right? That's
RPAN was on Reddit. That's it. I started on Reddit, and I got people following me since the Reddit days, man. I mean, I'm talking about Nurse. We all know Nurse Nancy. Nuke. And I mean, these people have been Laneway Lover, who's another Canadian fam. I mean, he's been following me since the Reddit days, man. It's like it's so awesome to share music with those people,
What is it like on the Reddit? I've not seen it. So what's the platform like?
It was basically you had a camera. There was no overlay or anything. You could use Streamlab, if I remember correctly, from back in the days. But it wasn't as it wasn't OBS. That's for sure. It wasn't OBS. You couldn't do the shout outs. You couldn't do anything. It was just well, you could, but I didn't have the technology for it. I mean, the first stream I had an open mic, no audio, nothing. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And on my 48th birthday, I did a stream for like an hour. It was horrible. I had like a couple watchers, and then I came up and says, "Honey, I made my first live stream." Says, "I knew it." And then I kind of sort of realized that I needed a lot more fucking equipment that I had. So anyway, so I bought the rest, and that's it. Yeah. But
it's all downhill from there. I know the feeling.
Like GnuHouse said, you're not spending, you're investing.
You're investing.
I haven't made the money back. I haven't made the money.
You're investing, and it's a legitimate business expense. Right?
Yeah. Here's the CPA. There you go. Call me when you need to change a bearing. I'll help you.
So streamers, so sure you expense all of this.
Yeah. So recently, JF's computer went down, and we were all kind of mourning the loss of it. And the first thing I said to him was, "Keep your receipts, because this is a business expense."
Speaking about that, I mean, GnuHouse says you should have what do you call like a what's the second thing you said? To get to smooch money off of Twitch to pay for your expenses.
Oh yeah, so I said, well, you should do tips. You should.
Oh yeah,
and subathon. And I was doing this cheap, right?
Look, man, it was a faulty RAM. It cost me $175 with whatever they did. They call it analysis, but I'm not going to argue. And I was like, no, man, there's actually some line I don't want to cross on Twitch. It's like, and I do respect, no disrespect, man. There's some line I don't want to go full gimmick, because, I mean, look at me. I'm 50-year-old white male. I got gray hair. What the fuck do I have to sell other than my love and passion for music? That's all I got to sell.
Speaking of gimmick, look at Gus, right? Have you seen what Gus?
I'm sure he does it better than me. I can't do that.
No. Hey, listen, I saw you wear a hot flaming Cheeto outfit. You can do it.
That's a start.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I was kind of late on the Halloween theme, and I go to the Halloween, and it was over, right? I go like, oh wow, there's nothing left. I had a choice between wearing a pickle outfit, and I said, and the red hot Cheeto.
Oh, you should have gone with the pickle.
Yeah,
I want to put that on the poll. Put it on the poll, Boy G. Would you rather wear a pickle costume or a Cheetos costume?
Well, it depends on where you want to go.
Dude, I think whatever you choose, it's the same. It's the same effect. I don't think people.
I don't know. Pickles are in on Twitch right now. Like everybody,
pickles are in a lot of places. GnuHouse,
the emotes.
Pickles are in a lot of places. GnuHouse, in life and on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm not a pickle guy, but
JF. So if you want to wear a costume, I'm gonna get you back to back with Gus, right? So whatever it is, right? Gus collects wigs, whatever past Halloween costume that he can find cheap. He got a collection. So I'm not sure how many sets have you watched Gus perform. He dressed like Ariel from Little Mermaid. He dressed like Moana, right?
Man.
He dressed like Chun-Li from Street Fighter. Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan.
Man.
He did a lot of those. So if everybody's on the chat right now, please follow Ngusoko Type Mo, and if he's on, he will wear a costume every stream. So if you want to do B2B on NBHD,
hey man,
let me know.
Okay, it's a challenge. Okay, cool. I'll let you
there
know.
you go.
Gus, we're on, Gus. That's it.
But yeah,
There you go. Yeah,
Ah,
I'm still
bro.
waiting for because Lily sent her spike bra, so we'll
I'm
do
gonna
that.
wait the spike
I
bra.
watched that. I was like, okay, he's either gonna do it. So you're gonna do it? Hey, go, man.
Yeah,
Alright,
he's gonna
gonna
do
do
it, dude. Once again, he's gonna do it.
Gonna do
Yeah.
it.
I'll have to
But-
get a dress, man.
So how did you guys get into Twitch? You're from Reddit, right? And did you guys go to Twitch at the same time?
Well,
Roughly.
picking up GnuHouse.
Yeah, so I actually got turned on to Reddit actually from JFP,
Right.
and because I randomly found his stream and I was pissed off because he wasn't interacting with me. But
I
it was
didn't know
because
that.
no, oh yeah, I didn't tell you because it was whatever.
He's
But,
telling you right now. You're gonna give him a hug when you see him.
Oh shit.
So there, just kind of going back to the Reddit thing, there were a couple things with Reddit that made it different than Twitch. Other than the platform. One was that you could only stream for 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
But the other is that because it's a subreddit, what would happen is they would just post streams in there, and depending on how you sorted, you could see live streams, you could see replays.
Oh,
So I tune into one of JFP's replays, and they didn't tell you which was which. I tune into one of his replays, and I'm interacting, and I'm like, this son of a
was live?
bitch isn't replying to me. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, hey, I'm Canadian, I'm a DJ. Like, I'm trying to relate with him, and like
Yeah, yeah.
nothing. And I'm like, you fucking asshole. and then we realized no. So I found Whistleface around the same time. We just got chatting, just him and I about this, and then we did a 4-person raid train.
Oh yeah.
And it was myself, JFP, DJ Eclectic, who I see in chat, and Slayla, who doesn't stream anymore. And so we did this four streamer raid train.
All
and
Canadian.
JF and I, and JF and I, we were on Reddit because we didn't know how to do Twitch. And so I think after that, you and I, we kind of said, well, we got to get our asses on Twitch. And so I think I started streaming like end of December of 21 or beginning of January 2022. And then JFU were like days after me.
Yeah. I
And the whole Whistleface thing, like, he's a legend. Like, everybody knows Whistleface on Twitch, and he's such a good guy, and an amazing DJ. But what I've said to him, and we've all kind of said separately, is he really spawned a lot of new DJs. And I'm just thinking, like, off the top of my head, there's the two of us, Drew, obviously, Bit Geek. I don't know if Nick Fisher. Yep. I don't know if Nick Fisher was DJing before it.
Yeah, Nick Fisher's been he's another awesome DJ from we have a crew, like the International Dance Initiative, the IDI. Yeah. Nick's been doing it for like 13 years, but he actually he came up with it, That's it.
Yeah. So we we all kind of came up in the same time, and so we kind of bounced off each other and helped each other, through a lot of growing pains. Like trying to find an audio interface and
that worked.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, but and how do I get this OBS thing to work with my phone and all kinds of stuff?
I mean, the IDI is just like, I think GnuHouse, you kind of summed it up. We created this group, and of course, like if you look at DJing, it's like it's individual. It's unless you're always doing back to back with another DJ, going back and forth and everything. But we're just a group of friends, and we're growing together. And I had the occasion to meet GnuHouse in real life, 2 times. And DJ Eclectic is in chat now, and like they're real life friends, and I'm so freaking thankful for that. It's just awesome, And I remember one time, DJ Eclectic, she wears her name pretty good. Okay, she's eclectic. She goes like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Not much. He says, I'm driving down Friday. We're doing a back-to-back. Okay. It's just all right, man. And then she fucking drove. She's from Gatineau, about an hour and a half from where I live. And she just drove down and boom. She,
That's
you know, like,
right.
that's it, man. I just said everybody on Discord to say, oh man, well, I'll have a surprise, which is also a surprise for me on Friday. And I didn't say, nobody said a word. And when the camera came up, people like, that eclectic? Damn right it is. Awesome. You know, it's like, and we've done, you know, like one in my basement, one in her house, but the one that was I don't know if you caught that one, but it was on top of the Marriott in Ottawa, like the last floor, and you saw like awesome. Everything and the water. That was so freaking awesome. I mean, it's, you know, it's just friends playing music and, you know, feeding off of that. That's just awesome. That's what I like about DJing.
Yeah, and it I think, you know, we could really attest to that, because that's how NBHD started. Group of friends. So me, Sound Decisions, and Gus were friends even before Twitch, and of course Grace, right? So and I for the longest time, Sound Decisions and Gus has been playing, you know, or has been DJing, right, for years, like even back in the Philippines. And then all of a sudden, you know, somebody's asking us, one of our cousins, say, "Oh, go to Twitch." What the fuck is Twitch? Right? You know,
Like
just
we
do
all
it.
said.
All right, I'm watching. Okay, this is fun. I can chat. To your point, I can chat. Oh, there's some, you know, crazy chatters here. I love to talk. He probably knows right now. I'm gonna be chatting there for hours. And then we said, you know, and then Grace said, "I'm gonna start DJing." Oh, okay, let's do it. And then, to your point, tech issues, OBS talk, and we go back and forth. We help each other out. And then we started to do just us, the three of them, back to back to back, and BHD. And all of a sudden, it became this crew, right? Okay, I got somebody, it got bigger, and they will do Sunday Raid Train. So it's really nice, you know, to your point, to have these, especially with COVID back then, these people that you haven't met. And what, for me, what I think Twitch is, well, the DJs on Twitch is like, there are a bunch of, you know, friendly people. Like you see some nasty talk on Facebook, on chats, or whatever thread you go to, but it's toxic, right? But
Exactly.
you meet these people who are genuinely nice and you'll love to hang out, right? You know, and these are people that, oh, if I met this person in real life, I think we're gonna have a blast, and you can see that, right? That's not just on chat, but during their set and this, right? So it's really nice to really connect with that. So that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do have a question though for GnuHouse, and I'm very jealous about this. How
about the T1s?
No. How did you get the modding job from Ali K? How did you get that, dude? I'm telling you, before you answer that.
Oh, I know.
There was one time Ali's the first one that we all watch. We love her. And then this one time said, "Oh, I'm looking for new mods." Like, shit, fuck, I want to do this. I don't know how to approach it. I don't want to be like this guy. Who the fuck is Mr. Coops gonna mod for me? I have my credential. I can run your LBS left and right. I got this, but I just didn't pull it. How did you get that gig, dude? I love that gig.
It was. How do I explain it?
He did her taxes.
There was this. No, that was after. That was
there
after.
You go.
No, actually, it was true. She was like, "I need more mods." You know, the channel. I think when I started modding was at like 12,000. I think she had already done her 10K. And I started. Maybe it was about 20K. I can't remember. Anyways, she's like, "I need more mods. The channel is growing." So it's just massive application process. And I guess she wanted someone local. So, you know, that's how I ended up getting it. Now, the real story is that she has a point redemption for 50,000 channel points mod for a day.
Oh, okay. So, that's your application. Yeah, okay.
So, yeah. So what happened was I got 50,000 points, and she used to have this one, and it was, there was one where it was you could redeem it and have an artist stream. So, you know, get Rufus the Soul, I think.
Yeah.
You know, she had a whole bunch for her Tuesdays, and I was putting in like all these techno ones, and she wouldn't she was falling so far behind, she wasn't fulfilling them. So I'm like, well, I got to spend these points somehow because I'm in there every stream. I got one of those automated point collectors. So I'm like, fuck it, mod for a day.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize is that once you're a mod for a day, you're a mod for life.
Oh, you did the trick on the
So
sword.
that's how I ended up as a mod.
That's awesome.
So
right? Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like, you know, if I do take it seriously, like I know Ali personally. I've met her. As JFP said, I did help her with their taxes, so like
I didn't know.
I do take it seriously. But the way that I got it,
You did.
the way that I got it was, oh, she had some tax questions that I helped her,
Oh,
and
okay.
I do that with,
Okay.
I do that with everybody, right? Like I really do bring the CPA into this. But you know, in all honesty, you know, it just came by more or less because I was a dedicated viewer.
Isn't that hard though? I know Allocate. So we started following Allocate even before she got big. We actually watched her got rated by Pico or Jesse or something. Then
Yeah.
that's really what she blew up, right? So really, I want to go. I want to mod for Upselling Grace. Maybe I could mod for Allocate. I mean, and I saw how did GnuHouse had it? Maybe they're looking for application, but I think it's hard, right? For streamers that big. Is it like is he demands a lot of time? How's that like?
No, you know, the thing I like about Ali is, and you know, and it's not just Ali, it's a lot of streamers, is that they're really down to earth, right?
Yep.
She accepts the fact that these are volunteer positions, that people are doing it partially as a joke because they have so many channel points, but they have those channel points because they really love the channel, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, there aren't really any demands that are put on us as mods, other than if you're modding, you know, take it seriously, help out. And so, you know, we've had Jesu and Pico raids. We had, oh shit, who was it? AZ, who was one of the gambling streamers on Twitch.
How
He
big was
raided
that?
us with like
That was probably
5,000 people.
Yeah.
Like it was like 5K.
Yeah. Oh my
Like
God.
if you go through her clips, there's one from about 2 years ago, and this is when she just went like that.
Yeah.
And she literally hid under the table.
Oh,
She's
wow.
like, I cannot believe that this just happened, and she got raided by him a few times. So, you know, it's just, you know, making sure that the chat flows, making sure that nobody's stepping out of line. And, you know, if you have to take action on people, you do. Like, I've banned people. I've
on my stream, yeah, you did.
Yeah, well, I've banned people on JF's stream. I've banned people on Ali's stream. You time people out, but also like you interact with people and make them feel like they're welcome. Because, you know, with Ali or JF, like, or Drew or whatever, you know, they do this for fun, but they do this like they're serious about it. So sometimes they can't interact with the stream for 3-4 minutes, and sometimes it's really vital to get that new viewer or thank that person almost instantaneously. So that's kind of what I do.
So question, right? So we're talking about the banning, right? I know you guys have been modding for other people too. You guys share a story that somebody you ban, that why you ban it.
Oh, well,
and what's your criteria of banning people? I mean, can you tell me that process? Can you tell me about that process?
I clearly remember why GnuHouse banned us. I don't know. I'll call him gentleman, but I had a lot of few other names for him, and he was talking about like young kids and the sex and everything. I was like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
And then you remember that GnuHouse, right? And then says, I didn't have a mod. This is my stream. Okay. I don't have a mod. And then GnuHouse is just screaming in caps, dude, /mod, whatever, GnuHouse. It's like, and then I was like, okay, stop screaming. And then boom, he bans them. I didn't have a mod, but that's me. I'm not I take it seriously, but I'm missing a lot of clues, you know, on what the hell I'm doing on Twitch and what do I need. But you know, you get some very, very weird people. And you know, like this is really negative, but on the positive side, you know, I stream and I get when I get like 19 people, I'm losing my mind. I said, wow, good turn up tonight. Wow. Well, in the morning, you know, Sunday morning, I do the deep house cut with the, you know, like I got this huge mudded coffee and just chill talk. It's just my Sunday morning and I love it. Right. And, you know, like I get 19, 20 people and I go nuts. And on my biggest positive thing and weirdest thing that happened, I've talked a lot with Patrick Richard. I mean, this guy is the Energizer Bunny on coke. Okay, he's just so much energy. Okay, and anyway, I end up, he sees me handling the lightsaber because I got lightsaber when I got room to swing it. You know, this is one of my redeems, and I just, you know, like he's talking about the lightsaber, and I send one to his channel. And then he starts doing this. And, you know, at some point, Patrick Richards raids me with about 250 people. I go like, holy shit. I almost died. I was like, what the hell's going on? I was jumping up and down and all. And then Gunsall, who's like a friend of Patrick Richard, was going to raid Patrick, but saw that he raided me. And then Gun raided me. So I was raided by about 700 people that evening. Yeah. And that's what that was my 15 seconds. I was like, okay, what's going on? And the weird, I don't want to call him weird, but it is weird. I mean, some guy I didn't even know dropped 60 subs on me.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even know that was possible. 60 subs. I was like, I was going through chat going like, wow. I find the guy. Send him a message, man. Thank you so much. Blah blah. Never answered.
That's crazy because this game. I saw this in Ali also that there's this dude who always give her like 100 subs, and Ali just what? Stop doing it. Like, it's just
Angel
crazy.
Subber.
Angel Subber. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, 60 subs. I was like, I didn't even know that was possible. Oh, and the first, I know he's in chat, Robert. Robert's in chat right now, and he says, like, here's a proper tip. Gives me 25,000 bits. I was like, you can give 25,000 bits? What the hell's going on, man?
25.
Big shout out, Robert, man. I love you. Big shout out.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. You know, there's so much I don't know. It's just, I'm there for the love of music. And when I get and I'm Ask GnuHouse and ask everybody, I'm the dude. I'm the first kid on the block because I go to bed early. All right. I get up really early in the morning and I'm the dude that raids everybody. So when I get a raid, I just lose my mind. That's it.
I know you raided Grace a few times. Also, you GnuHouse. Thank you for that. You guys are, I love you for doing that. And that's really how we grow. Yeah. That's really how we grow, right? You just continue, paying back. You know, people raided you. Speaking of raid, I want to ask this question, and this is for a lot of other streamers. Since when we're on this topic, do you guys want, if you're raiding, right? Let's say Guns and All, Patrick Richards raided you, and you have like 150 sitting there, right? You want to raid out. Do you really want to raid somebody that has a small number or somebody who has a bigger number, right? Because I want to understand that, because at least for me and Grace, we're always looking at the bottom, see who can we help out, and then put that.
That's a great question.
Yep.
I got my
Go for it, Jeff.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Funny things, about making friends and everything. On Sunday mornings, I no one from the crew is on, or no one that I knew was on. Okay. And I started rating this guy from London. His name is DJ Wisp. I mean, DJ Wisp.
Yep.
Y'all know Wisp, right?
Yeah.
And he's from London, UK. And I started rating him every, like I do from 9 to 11 on Sunday. And, and I just, and all of a sudden he comes back to me, says, why do you, thanks for the raid. It says, do we know common people? It says, no, man, I just saw that you had, a lower number. And this dude became my friend, and he's part of the IDI. And we actually touched base on, like every month or so, we just open the camera and we talk to each other. We share a pint and we just talk DJ and how's life and everything. And that's what's amazing about it. And it became like a thing on Sunday morning. I do Deep House from 9 to 11, and from 11 to 1, he does the Soulful House. Here we go. That's like the Sunday morning I'm used to, So that's it, man. It's just the wonder of, helping out. And, he got me into, I'm in ADHD and I'm in MOH, Moment of House, and he got me into C9E. And, it's just opportunities that show up when you're actually not being a dick. Sorry. That's it. I mean, if you're nice to people, I mean, it's common courtesy, that's it.
And this is really how we grow, right? Yeah. And GnuHouse, I know you feel the same way, because you also been rating other people, smaller numbers. This is how we grow the community, right? Not just knowing certain people on certain crew, but also expanding, right? I know Grace did a lot of legwork of a lot of those, meeting people, different communities, and it's great. And like I said, the DJ community on Twitch, they are amazing. They are nice people. Like, oh my God. I mean, it's just all the DJs are like this. It's just seriously. And I'm surprised when we first got on Twitch. That's why we're still doing this right now. Because if it was toxic, like Facebook, we're not here. Like this show is not going to happen, because we're just going to be running into these people. That's going to be a headache. Don't get me wrong. There are dramas behind the scene, but our rule is nip that in the bud. Not worth it. We're not getting paid. We're here to have fun. If you take that away, you're not going to do it. So I always tell the team, there's a drama, cut it off, right? Discuss it. We're all grown-ups here. Let's talk about it. Don't do it on chat. Don't make a fuss out of it. This is all for fun, right?
Exactly.
So that's what it is.
Exactly. That's it. That's sure. And I'm reminiscing here. Actually, I got into NBHD because GnuHouse referred me to DJ Sonic Boom. Okay. And seriously. And I didn't know what the fuck was a raid. Okay. It was a raid train. So this was me. Okay. And
wait, NBHD is your first raid train?
NBHD was my first raid train, besides the Northern Heat thing we did. Yeah. Seriously. Check this out, man. I mean, Sonic Boom contacts me and says, "Hey man, GnuHouse recommended you. I said you'd be a good fit. How you feeling about being on the NBHD raid train on that date?" I said, "Hey, okay, thank you." And then I start doing the raid. Train, and then and all of a sudden I think Boy G comes in. It says, "Bro, I was 40 back then. It was the hour. It was the 1 hour format. It's like, and." Boy G tells me, next DJ is MIA. Yeah. Do you mind going an extra hour? My answer was like, it's not like you're asking me to paint, so let's fucking go. So I did an extra hour on my first raid train for NBHD. That was memorable. I still remember that. And it's like, because when you do an hour, you have to bring everything in a very short time, and it's just after that, an extra hour. Okay, let's open up another folder and just let's go. Okay, come on, just bring it. That was just awesome. So NBHD for me was just, it's all power, it's all energy right there, man. It's it's like every time Boy G, hey man, you in for that date on Sunday? Fuck yeah, let's go, man. I don't even think about it. It says, they're burying your grandmother that day. It was, sorry, I got a raid train, man. He'll be in my thoughts. She'll be in my thoughts.
My first question when I get it from Boy G is like, let me check with the boss, and then I'll get back to you. And then it's like, sweetheart, raid train? Yes. Okay.
Do you remember your first NBHD?
Do I remember my first NBHD? I don't think I remember my first NBHD.
Was it Boy G or was it also Sonic Boom? You got
no, it was Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom got me in. I remember that because we were on an I'll House You raid train, I think it was. And and he asked me if I'd be interested in this, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely. The more the merrier. And obviously, it was an hour long, and so like JFP said, you come at it,
Yeah.
guns a-blazing, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. And so, when I got an invite back, and then another one and another one, like I'm all over it.
That's awesome.
But
Well, DJ Sonic Boom, thank you for bringing all the Canadians here.
Sonic
He's not
Boom, yeah.
active right now. He's not. So let's try to get him back, because he said he's busy. So I've been thinking, come on, Boom, you have to
Doesn't
go
he have,
back.
like-
He did he did 2 weeks ago, but we have to get that constant, because the OGs, right? We need to get them playing on NBHD.
Totally.
yeah, absolutely.
Um,
I was gonna say something, because I wanted
sure.
JFP kind of reminded me of it. And I think it goes to this whole kind of community thing. Like, we raid smaller streamers. We kind of promote each other. Like, if we're in other people's streams and they're looking for people to raid, we always say, hey, why don't you raid Drew? Why don't you raid JFP? Why don't you raid this person? To give them more exposure, right? Same reason why I said to Sonic Boom, hey, go get this JFP guy. You're not going to be disappointed. It's a concept of all boats rise with the tide. If we help each other out, we help ourselves out too.
Yep.
Right? And so, like, people don't forget those things.
Yep.
Like JFP and I, we're really good friends outside of this. Drew, same thing. These are people that I want to see succeed, right? Because if they succeed, then I'll succeed too. Maybe not, I might not get as many views or as many subs or whatever, but I'm going to succeed too, because as a community, we've grown,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
especially like, those people who kind of first came up with, that I call them the Whistleface originals, right?
Yep.
Those Whistleface original DJs that came out of it, it's really good to see those people really, grow the way they've grown. We'll say it anyways. Drew, absolutely love the way you've grown over the past 12 months, especially.
Well,
and I'm happy to see that.
GnuHouse, if you're talking about success, you need to play some Madonna remix and some Block and Crown. This is just what you got to do. This gets the vibe pumping,
So
now, I have to say, Drew, not Drew, Drew, your GnuHouse as a
hate
repugnance for Madonna, because she once said that techno doesn't have a soul. I cannot agree with her, but he took it personal. I mean,
I've carried that. I have carried that with me.
He's been 30 for 40 years, man.
27 years. I've carried that with me, or 26 years.
Wow. You're boycotting Madonna. Yeah.
And, they kid me about the fact that I play too much Block and Crown, but it's like, hey man, I'm 50 and they play good.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. GnuHouse has a problem, man. Hey,
It was to the point where when we organized your 50th birthday raid train.
That's exactly what I wanted to say.
We all had it planned out that at the end of everybody's stream we were going to play Call on Me, the Eric Prince classic tune. But then my set, and I was closing it out, I played a 100% Block and Crown set.
Yep.
And it was just kind of that.
How long was that? I mean, how long was your set?
We played, I think it was an hour that we
but it played everybody from IDI joined in. And it was a surprise for me. And I would, like I was live and GnuHouse and Mod, so we can point, like you could post links and everything. And then it says, he says, yes, GnuHouse, I'll go see it later. I'll go see it later. And then Nurse comes on saying, I think there's a time issue here, JF. Jump on the link. And then I had a scene going, so you couldn't see me. And it was a good thing because he made like a video, like a promo. And they were making a raid train. IDI was making a raid train for my 50th birthday. I cried like a little girl. I was like, I cannot believe these things get to me, you know, because basically we're all strangers. We're all fucking strangers. Yep. The only reason we're here is because of music. How powerful is this? You know? And it was funny because my wife says, well, I wanted to organize for you, but I guess GnuHouse did the job. I mean, I opened up at, what was it, 10 from 11? Yeah. I was the first one to open up my raid train for 50. And I sat in front of the TV listening to music all day just for my 50th birthday. And I mean, we had outside IDI people, DJ Wisp, who I just talked to for the first time. He hopped in and, you know, like the Flaming Hearts JFP, happy birthday. I was like, how powerful is this? You know, music is the answer, people. You know, I'm not preaching here, but I'm fucking right.
I think Whistleface rated you on
Whistleface rated me. Yeah. He rated me on what was it, on Saturday morning? Yeah. Whistleface rated me. And that was big because, you know, like that's Whistleface. Well, like GnuHouse says, we're all like Whistleface.
350 people.
150 people on Saturday morning. It was just awesome, you know. And then the whole day, I was like, wow, these, you know, strangers / friends, lover of music are just celebrating my 50th birthday. I was like, wow. You know, I saved the pictures for it. You know, I took screenshots and I look at them and says, how the hell did that happen, man? That's just awesome, man.
Did you get a sit on a cake? I know it's a Canadian thing.
Is it? What? That smells like a new Redeem.
Hey, you know what's? I mean, can you guys get Whistleface to close for NBHD? That would be awesome.
Oh,
so I know he doesn't do raid trains.
No, he doesn't want anything to do with raid train.
He's completely closed to it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. He's
worth a try.
Yeah, it's worth a try, but he's you know, like he's his own machine now. You know, it's he's Whistleface, and that's on its own, and good. I respect that. You know, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to have him, you know, it'd be fun to, you know, like to mess around with us and everything. But I mean, this is Whistleface is the business now. That's it.
Yep,
you know,
I agree. But just want to hone in to what GnuHouse has said, right? And this has always been the concept. And Sound Decision's the one who told me this when we first NBHC about we all grow together, right? We only need one person to grow. We support that. Everybody follows, right? It doesn't matter if one of your crew has more viewers than you. That's not it on Twitch, right? Because it's just really, again, the community having fun and also hanging out, right? I mean, your crew will go on a chat and then just talk about anything while somebody's playing music. Who gets to get that, right? You can drink. I think that platform is enough to just.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. What are you drinking? By the way, what?
This is a Glenfiddich, 12 years old. I'm a Scotch dude.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. And I am drinking.
Flexing there a bit for a 12-year-old. Yeah. Yeah. So during your Twitch, you know, streams, anything outside of these big raids or anything that is memorable for you guys that you can always talk, you know, what happened to you on Twitch, anything that stands out at all that you want to tell the viewers, or something you haven't told anybody, you know. I know that you guys probably told each other about it, but like the Twitch viewers, if you have any stories about, you know, your life on Twitch that, you know, that you want the viewers to know about.
Well, it's every time GnuHouse is there, there's always a slight chance that, you know, it'll get almost inappropriate. I had some people leave because of GnuHouse's comments. They get back to me on Discord going like, holy shit, what was that?
No way.
Hey, it's GnuHouse. Okay, I'll let you know about it, GnuHouse. But it was like, you know, and at some point, you know, I remember this memorable conversation on men's underwear one Sunday morning led by GnuHouse, and it just kept dragging on and on and on. And at some point, what do you want to do? You just crack up and you join in, you know. But in the meantime, you got to mix. You got to pick out the next song. You got to cue it. And then you got this guy goofing off. It's just great, you know.
Men's underwear for on and on.
I have
What are you guys
no
talking about?
recollection of this.
No, because it was early morning. You didn't have your fifth coffee, but you know, it was just
morning.
early morning. It was
Underwear.
just, you know, talking about just shooting the shit, and the subject was men underwear. What do you prefer?
I would love to be on that chat, or Gus. If Gus is laughing right now, he has a lot probably.
Hey man,
input.
Sunday morning,
Input.
I'm there 9:00 Eastern time.
That's
I have
perfect.
no
That's
recollection
before
of
you go to church. You can talk about men's underwear before you go to church.
Among other things. You can
Oh,
confess.
other things.
You can confess about some things.
How about
Confess
you,
it,
GnuHouse? Right? Any
So I don't have
very memorable.
anything like that. Like for me, you know, my memorable stuff was Halloween this year. 'Cause I'm not a big Halloween guy, and I dressed up as a priest.
Oh, but
and
seriously,
everything.
the
was-
Halloween. How can you say like the Halloween? Your birthday fucking stream was just awesome. That time your wife pied you in the face, and that
No,
time
that was the subathon. That was the subathon.
it's still I mean, I bought so much fucking sub. I wanted him to inhale helium just to talk like that. I mean, I said, no, I'm getting this tonight. You know, he got pied in the face by his wife. He had like, I don't know, what, 5 or 6 party hats, the glasses.
Yeah.
Don't you remember that? That
So-
was this messy stream, man. That was just awesome.
So those are two different ones. So every year, and actually, thanks for reminding me of that. So every year, both JFP and I, we raise money for Movember.
Oh,
so we go and, you know, he shaves his goatee, I shave my face, and he grows a goatee, and I make an attempt at growing a mustache. And so the past couple of years, I've done subathons for Movember. Well, no, this year I did subathon. Last year I just said whatever I get, I'll match. And so those were a lot of fun. My birthday subathon was really fun because that was the helium, that was the party hat, the glasses, all kinds of stuff. The Movember raid train, or sorry, the Movember subathon was like it was the pie in the face, the cake sit. I dressed up as the priest. Ali K raided me, and that kind of ratcheted things up. I played Sandstorm a couple times.
Yeah.
But like if I was to think about things that were kind of memorable, or like for me personally, I'd say honestly it was the October, like the Halloween stream, because that's something that I don't do. I don't dress up for Halloween. But I thought this year I'm going to embrace it. I dressed up as a priest. I just took the role very seriously. You know, I had point redemptions
and
for
everything.
confession.
That was awesome.
I had things for confession and all that. And, you know, it wasn't, you know, if you're Catholic, you know I'm going to burn in hell over this, but it was in the name of Juan and Kevin and Derek May or something like that, right?
Wow.
And then honestly, like, and I'll be completely honest, you know, JFP's 50th, because that was something where to me that exemplified the whole community thing, right?
Yeah.
That's something where we came together and we said, it's his 50th birthday. Let's do something really kind of cool for him. Everybody was super excited about it. You know, we were international, so we had BitGeek down in Australia. He was part of it. We had Wisp, who was part of it in the UK. I think Nick was still in Tulum at that point. So like
Nick was in Mexico.
Yeah, we were all over the place, and it was just such a good time. And
it was lining up
the
time zones. It was lining up the time. I was like, how did this, when Wisp, I'm sure if he's here, I got a theory. DJ Wiz doesn't sleep. He's like a vampire. Okay. But seriously, he came on and I looked at my watch. I said, how is this man still standing? And he was like in his time zone. It was like 3 a.m. for him. And he fucking raided, like he made the raid train for my birthday. I was like, wow. Okay. It was just that to me, that was memorable as hell. I mean, it was just awesome. The togetherness, people coming together to celebrate, this stranger's 50th birthday. That was awesome.
Yeah, for all we knew, we were celebrating the birthday of like a serial killer. But
Of course.
we said, listen, we
okay.
are going to
outside. Okay, I got to
let's
get
do
into this. I got to get into this. Okay, we talked about this GnuHouse. So for my job, I'm going to Hamilton to, I'm a counselor now, health and safety. And anyway, I'm teaching down there. So I call GnuHouse. I'm like, look, man, I'll be in your neighborhood. Wink, wink, pun. And then he says, all right, we'll meet up there. And then my wife says, he might be dangerous. You don't know him. I said, look, he's from Toronto. I said, he's from Toronto. He's an accountant. So there's a slight chance he might be a serial killer, but I really want to meet this guy. Okay. So anyway, we go through the numbers and then GnuHouse flies to Montreal. And then his wife says the same thing, but you don't know him.
Well, no.
You're on his turf.
The Hamilton thing. She was like, are you sure you want to meet this guy? Like, you're gonna do you know anything about this guy? For all you know, he could be a serial killer. And I'm like,
Right. Like I have time for that.
We've got life insurance for that, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah, you'll be right. You'll be right.
Like a true. Hey,
No, like,
have you seen the movie Accountant?
The Accountant?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I mean, they're all killers, man. They can both.
So we sat down at the bar, and I said this to JFP. I'm like, it's really funny. My wife, she was like so concerned that he'd be a serial killer, and he goes, "You too?"
Yeah, the wives were actually very nervous. The wives were nervous.
Yeah.
I remember the first thing you said to me when we went into the bar. He says, "You're a little taller than I imagine." I go like, "Okay."
Yes. Because
right.
you see these people and you're like, I don't know what this person is like, if he's short, if he's tall, like I've met Allie. Allie's about my height, she's 5'9".
Wow.
I've met Pashel. Pashel I think is a little taller than I am. Yeah. Jana Greenstone, I met her, she's about my height. Actually, that was another good one because she did back-to-back with me. And I absolutely love Jana. She's fantastic. She doesn't stream much anymore, but she's helped me out with some of the production stuff that I've been starting with. So she's just awesome. So then I see JFP and I just thought, well, he's my height. No, you're like what, 6'1"?
I'm 6. Starting to shrink. At 50s, I started to shrink. So yeah.
Okay.
I used to be 6. Now I'm 5'11" and some. But I wear shoes, so I'm 6.
You guys, GnuHouse, you met a lot of Canadians, and I asked this when E-Town and Funky Nikki guested on the show. This whole Canadian community, and I've been very vocal about it, and not just meeting people in person, but also supporting each other on sets. It's super awesome, right? I don't know what the right word is, but probably for me that's the word, because every Canadian support each other.
We the North, man. We the North.
You Northerners, like you will see them. If I watch, let's say somebody from Canada play set, and then you will see, somebody rated them because they're all supporting each other. What's up with that? I mean, I'm not saying
not only that, they're also super creative. Like you'll see a lot on YouTube, on TikTok, and over here on Twitch, the DJs, super creative. Like they're able to hold on to the audience.
There's something in the water up north that is you're not pouring down here.
No, it's the cold. The water's cold. But y'all heard the expression. Y'all heard the expression, the crazy Canucks. So I mean, there's, like I always say, here we have winter but we need winter because we need something to fucking bitch about. If the winter disappeared, if the -20s disappeared, you would go like, "Aw, we're weird people." I mean,
Yeah. Yeah,
we
that's
need
fair.
the cold. We need the cold,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
I mean, my next door neighbor is from India, okay? And I jump in the pool around April. He loses his mind. I've been living here for 12 years. He goes, "Oh my God, are you crazy? You are going to drown."
Let me stop you there. All right. So
this is the
we're gonna
second
get
week in a row.
banned. We're gonna get banned now because we've been hitting the Indians since last episode.
No, I love my neighbor. He's so cool. But
I'm kidding,
I
I'm
even
joking,
I
I'm
even
joking.
showed him my Indian accent, and he loved it. He says, "You're crazy." I know.
my God.
I'm crazy. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna stop.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Because I know you guys. I know you guys were on last week episode. We hit this thing about Bollywood and requesting like
No.
we
I'm not laughing at
just
anybody. I'm just-
went down, it's all downhill from there. Now you open it up. When I saying, "Oh, my neighbor's Indian," don't tell me he's gonna do that. Don't tell me he's gonna do that. And you did it.
Boyji wants to hear it again. Look at the chat.
Oh my
Boy
God!
G wants to hear it again.
Look at that. Sound effect
don't
is
worry,
turning red right now.
when
We need
you
to guess someone. We need to guess someone.
when you go to put this up online, like later on YouTube or on Spotify or whatever, you can just edit that out. You do the DJ thing. You do the reverse thing.
Sweet Drop in chat has a wonderful idea. I should make this a
Make it
redemption.
a redemption.
There you go. Yeah.
Great idea. Yeah. Do it.
Just a disclaimer: this show does not discriminate. Just to let you guys know. Just so happen that
I love my neighbor.
we
all for fun.
have this. He loves his neighbor. There's nothing about this show that is just FYI.
Yeah.
But no, it's so fun. I always want to bring that up because I was in my head when you're saying,
Man, I'm just good with
Indian
accents.
neighbor,
No.
please don't say it's gonna be funny if you just make the accent. And you did it. That's amazing.
Seriously, yeah, but seriously though, the Canadian creativity, like even one of my favorite YouTubers is the Pinoy Trucker. He's a Filipino, but he lives in Canada. His channel just driving a truck, like doing the
Really?
ice road. Like
Oh shit, he's got a job, man.
yeah, he's pretty good. Long form
That's-
videos, a lot of fans. He sells merch. Guy's from Canada, dude. Like that's why he's good,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. Well, I think like with the Canadians, and to be fair, it's not just the Canadians. Like I've seen it with the Aussies as well.
Mhm.
Like
sure.
BitGeek, like there's a whole group of them down there, and they all support each other, which is great. Like with Canada, I think we have the small country syndrome because we have that big behemoth that lives south of us. And so we feel like we have to support each other because if we don't, the US is just going to gobble us up. No. Like we support each other because, it really is, geographically.
We'll tell them to invade in February.
Yeah,
They'll go,
exactly.
"Fuck no, I'm out of here."
That'll be like Germany into Russia.
Here we go.
just
That's
won't
it.
happen.
History repeats
Like
itself.
Minnesota may be able to do some damage to us because they're kind of used to it, but that's about it.
But they're like
No,
20
I
people
think,
there, so that's good.
yeah, I think we just
Not
like we
enough
have that
numbers.
shared experience, and we want to see each other succeed because it is really hard for Canadians in general to succeed when you've got 10 times the population south of us. Like
Yep.
when someone like Jim Carrey succeeds, when someone like Dan Aykroyd succeeds, like whenever somebody who's Canadian succeeds in the States, they're like a god up here,
Oh yeah.
right? Celine
Drake.
Dion, Drake, like
Drake, Ryan Reynolds.
Drake gets front row. He gets front row seats at Raptors games. He can go and give the coach a massage, and everybody's like, "This is fucking awesome." Drake just gave the coach a massage.
Oh.
He can
Yeah,
post
until,
any
like-
video. I'll tell you right now, Drake can post any video and get away with it. So if you guys follow, what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's got the authority for it. Yeah.
Yeah, but we just want to see each other do well. I think that's what it is, and so like I'll rate Canadians all the time. And
if
that's
the
just
times,
it.
let's say if the time zones are up, like I've never rated BitGeek because he's in Australia and he's part of our IDI crew, but on on Tuesday morning, I get up around 4:30 in the morning, and then he's on. And that's the only time I drive to work with BitGeek. Amazing. If you're up at that time on Tuesday, that's the channel you want. You want to see creativity, the green screen and everything. I mean, from dragon attacks to thunder, like lightning and thunder. And it's just, I mean, check him out. And he split. I love the way he streams. He splits his, his stream. Well, like from that time to that time, he's going to play, like, let's say tech house. And after that, he's just going to play house. And after, he's going to go deep house. And after, he's going to go techno. And it's just like, okay, you get your fill, whatever you want to hear. That in the morning for me, that's just great. I got to, like, depending on the client, I got like sometimes an hour drive. It's just awesome. Here we go. Thank you for the shout out.
Yeah. And don't forget the hat. Don't forget the hat.
The Aussie hat and the Aussie, the Aussie hat and the Aussie, yeah, totally.
Even with GnuHouse, right? The redemption, like I saw him did the burpees. Like, what the fuck? This guy's gonna do burpees while streaming? I can't even stand. Like,
the workout.
Oh, yeah. I got that. That's not there anymore. Thank God Almighty.
I got my I got my lightsabers and I got a few wigs. Like I got the mullet and they're right there because my house is a mess right now. We're renovating. I got the mullet right there. I got Elvis wig. So, I'm bald, so it's some sort of entertainment, I guess.
so this is a question also for all the streamers in the chat. How do you guys come up with the redemption? What are the ideas, right? Do you do redemption that are funny? Do you do a redemption that will embarrass your husband, like what Grace did? She has a redemption. I'm gonna be dancing for 2 minutes.
No, Gus embarrasses. Like I'm sure.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the pointy bra.
Yeah. So how do you guys think about the redemptions on your channel? Like, how do you think about it, Gus?
Yeah, chat. Put that on the chat. Everyone on the chat.
Gus doesn't need a redemption. He's just gonna do it when you ask him.
He's a human redemption.
That could be very dangerous, Gus. Holy shit! I got ideas, bro. I got ideas.
Yeah.
I think.
Go ahead, GnuHouse.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think initially, like I saw what other streamers were doing.
Yeah.
And I borrowed heavily. Let's put it that way. And I'm just looking at mine now. Like, a lot of them have come out of the stream itself over time, right? So, I've got a dog. So when I streamed outside, people were like, "Oh my God, you have a dog? Bring him on stream." So now that's a redemption. So you can see the dog.
DJ Eclectic does the same thing with her dog.
Yep. I've got one to bring my wife on board. So she comes in and says hi. I've
let her
got
dance?
one. Well, she comes on, she says hi. She can do whatever she wants on that stream, right? She can do whatever she wants. So long as they don't violate TOS. Right. As long as they don't violate TOS. I just added the Father New redemption, right? Because people really like that. But the one that gets me is thrusters activated.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, I said that.
So if you've seen that, imagine a 47-year-old balding white guy who's got a belly thrusting his pelvis to the beat of the music.
Isn't it like Drew's what's it called? Drew has something.
Disco Drew.
Disco Drew. No, this is taking disco.
Yeah.
This is Disco Drew to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And it's something that, and I can't remember how I did it or when I did it, but I just did it, and it was. Oh no, that's what it was. It was. I've got an emote. That's a monkey from Skype, and he does that. So I kind of emulated that, and I'm like, yeah, this should be a reward. Yeah. So mistakes were made when I said for my subathon that I would do an entire song of thrusting.
Almost died.
And I did an 8-minute techno track at like 138 BPM.
Thrusting.
You have a clip for that?
Yeah. I don't have a clip. I actually did do an Instagram reel of that. Let me just say, mistakes were made.
Yeah. Trust the trust.
That's it. Well, for my redeems, of course, you got for 25,000 points. I play, my favorite song of all time, which is Call on Me from Eric Pritz. the first time I heard that song, it put a smile on my face, and it still does million times after, and I do the lightsaber, I do the single one, and I do the double one. I did a lot of martial arts. Like I had my own school at some point, picked up a few things, how to handle, like sticks and,
Wait, you sorry, you have a school of martial arts. So
I used to.
You have a dojo?
Yes.
You have a dojo?
I used to have a dojo. Yeah, I did martial arts for roughly 30 years. So like I dabbled in judo, kickboxing, taekwondo. Brazilian jiu-jitsu when the phase just came in, everybody was doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Well, like in the school, I was teaching kickboxing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I had a judo teacher and a Brazilian jiu-jitsu teacher. So we worked together. So it was cool, So yeah, the weapon handling, well, the lightsaber thing, it comes from the martial arts background, And yeah, so that's I know I need new redeems, especially with the new basement and everything. I'll be looking into that. But the lightsaber, it's actually cool to do because I close all the light and they light up, and it's like, wow, it's a show. It's a light show. It's all good.
Awesome. All right, guys. So we can go in for like 6 hours, right? And we promise that we're gonna be doing only 2 hours for the show, but we're gonna go to the next segment called NBHD Watch. I want you guys to participate because this is the time where we actually show a few clips that we think are funny on the internet, but we want your opinion. So we're gonna kick off this next next segment of the show. So this show is called Beyond the Neighborhood. So this is where, like I said, we find something out there. We talk about it that's outside of Twitch, and we let our guests, make comments. Sound Decision has prepared this segment. I don't know what's coming, so I can also comment. So I want you guys to participate. Go ahead, Sound Decision. What do we have today?
Yeah, we'll try to do this quick so we can get to the question portions because I know our guest could be in that too. So there's a Delta flight over last week, and it was a family. They had 2 young toddlers, and then this happened. So inside that, this is a B-roll, so we can talk over it. The father is inside that bathroom, and he's got stuck in that shit and pee box. I think for almost 30 minutes, and they're trying to figure out how to open that. So they have to call Mr. Captain here to help out. And
don't you need to push?
Well, that's what they're saying. I think on some of the comments, they're saying, "Are you pushing while I'm pulling?" That's why we can't get it out because I think they're doing.
It could be. Yeah.
I would give up. I would just have a nice flight, man, and slip some crackers under the door. It's like, hey, enjoy the flight. This is you now. That's it.
Exactly.
We'll get you out.
Is there a seatbelt on the toilet in an airplane for turbulence?
There's nothing.
No, that could be a little.
There's handles though.
I like that question. Wait,
shut the lid. And
why would you put a seatbelt on the toilet? So that
okay, so
turbulence, right?
You really got to go.
Hear me out. Sometimes you got to go, and when you're there, the there's turbulence, and the seatbelt sign comes on. So, what do? Do you hang on for dear life and hope you don't piss all over the bathroom, or do you sit down, strap yourself in, and wait for the seatbelt sign to come off?
Well, you might need the seatbelt if you had Taco Bell. Because there's power right there.
Holding it like that,
let it rip.
How long do you plan to be in there? First of all, how long?
I want to put this on the poll. Put it on the poll, Boy G. Should there be seatbelts in airplane toilets? Let's see.
When you see the sign, don't stand. You don't go to the toilet, right? So that's where.
No. What happens if it's during the toilet?
You're already in the box.
There's a turbulence. You said, okay,
yeah,
fair.
I got something really disgusting. Sound Decision. This is okay. You get to the bathroom, okay, and then the light comes on. Then you reach for that seat belt, and it's wet.
Exactly. That's
No,
the grossest
fuck
seatbelt
no,
in the world.
no
right?
way, no way. I just go,
Jesus
ew,
Christ.
okay, I'll die in the
Yo.
bathroom. I'll die in the
So
bathroom.
you gotta
Look at the flight attendant trying to reach
You need to
out.
push
reach
those doors, man. How
top.
long have you been flying
What is
that plane?
What is that thing on the top that she's trying to pull down on?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
but
there's probably like
A
something that
release
keeps it
valve?
on the track.
a release.
Yeah, it's a like
So,
a
so people on Reddit were some airline mechanic was commenting that all you got to do is take it slow and try to don't put too much force when you're trying to get out. Just I guess he's panicking.
I'm
so
telling you, they're both an opposite. Opposite doing the
doing
opposite
opposite
thing.
inertia.
I never pulled on an airplane, man. You always need to push. That's why it's
Yeah.
awkward because it's already small, but you're pushing that door in. You go like, okay, and then you got to tippy toe in this. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. So eventually, the guy was able to get out of the bathroom
How long?
by I think he used his shoulder. 35 minutes, I think. He used his
That's
shoulder
a
to get out.
lot.
So he
Yeah.
Wow.
he
Real
destroyed
question is, did he shit himself?
No, he was done already.
Oh, the other thing that happened, they were trying to get the refund from Delta. I didn't think they got any.
If you're
No,
stupid
they're
enough,
like
to
shit out of
What's,
luck.
come on, man,
what's the refund for?
Yeah, what's the refund for?
for getting stuck in the
Getting
bathroom.
trapped in the
Shitty
bathroom.
experience.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know.
Oh, come on,
Mr.
guys. The
Cook,
joke was
Mr.
sitting
Cooks, I
right
wish you-
there.
I know you're gonna be on a flight, Mr.
I know, GnuHouse. That's awesome. That's awesome. 10 points for GnuHouse. 10 points for
Mr.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Coops is gonna be on a flight, so I wish you luck. I hope you don't get stuck in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on a 17-hour flight on Saturday, so
Where are you
that'll be
going?
interesting.
Good luck.
I'm going to the Philippines for work, so
Okay.
I'm flying 21 hours, and after 5 days, I'm flying back another 21 hours. So it's gonna be.
Oh, well, don't get stuck in the
Wow.
bathroom. But if you do, film.
Well,
I need a
I
reel.
will take a reel. I will take a video of it, guys, so we can talk about it on the next show. So how about that?
Take a photo
Right.
if there's a seatbelt in the bathroom.
That's it.
So,
Yeah, take seatbelt.
if I find a seatbelt on that plane, the GnuHouse, the first person I'm gonna send a message to.
Yeah, right. Here we go.
Do we
Now-
have
now
what's
just-
next?
This
Okay.
is where my brain actually goes. Like dead serious. Like I was thinking, do they have seatbelts in bathrooms?
The grossest.
This is like I'm not joking. Like this is
Disgusting, man.
my head.
Well, you stop clicking that pen. That's the reason why
I'm
those
not
are
clicking
those are
it. I'm not
those
clicking anything.
ideas.
I've been playing with this thing.
Oh, okay, so
So-
stop.
Can we keep our guests for the no dumb questions, because I want to have more time for that, because I'm
Oh,
sure it's going to be
absolutely,
fun.
they have
So
to be on
let's
this.
keep
segment.
our guests run the
The reel?
reel for that, and then let's head over to the questions portion.
So this is Gus' segment called No Dumb Question. This is where the chat, can ask no dumb question, and we're keeping these two guys on purpose here so that they can answer it for you. So chat, go ahead and ask any
Oh.
question. But Gus, if you have one canned question, go for it.
Okay, I have a question. Have you ever broken a bone?
Yeah.
I broke
Oh,
a
yeah.
toe.
What bone?
Let
And
me
what
sum it up.
bone?
Let me sum it up, okay? For 27 years, I was a millwright. I used to be an industrial mechanic. So the terrain was rough, and the heavy lifting, crawling into the machines and everything. Pair that with martial arts. This
Oh, those
shoulder's
two.
operated. The two knees are operated. I need this one operated, but I don't want to go because I don't work as a mechanic anymore. So yeah, broken nose. That's the concussion. That explains a lot of things. But I've never
That
ever broken a bone. It's just wear and tear. It's just the warranty's been out for years. No spare parts. But no, I've never broken a bone.
No, I broke a toe, but other than that, nothing broken. I have a 3.5-inch screw in my knee, but that's different.
Oof,
Oh,
I thought
that's
he was going
serious.
somewhere else with
That's
that.
serious. I only broke my
about you?
hand playing goalkeeper, but that's about it.
Oh.
It's 6
Oh.
weeks of recovery. It was the most painful thing. After I broke it, I kept playing the game. Like, I just
Oh, that's
it's
a
a
good
pickup
question.
game. But
Mario.
why did I have to
I-
keep
That's a good
going?
question.
I'm in the same boat with JF. I have not broken a bone. Like
Yeah. Touch
knock
some wood,
on
bro.
wood. Yeah.
Knock on
So
wood.
so
That's it.
yeah. I played a lot of sports. I sprained it. Got uh, nothing's broken. I got it casted, but it's not broken. So, Gus, how about you? You asked a question. Do you have you broken any bone?
No,
Different bone.
I haven't. No, not that bone, but I haven't broken
What do you mean not,
any
not
bone
bone?
also.
Hey, you ask about bone. Okay, bone is a question. So
Yeah, broken nails. That's it. But I think I fell off a bike before and hit my head. But that's about like
okay.
accident that happened. Yeah.
Nice.
Our favorite
Oh yeah,
question maker has, and not
yeah.
make it
From
Spikes has been doing all these questions every week.
That's
Right,
I
brilliant.
so
know this is a good
That's a
one. So
great
if you
one.
could, yeah, if you could create a holiday, what would it be called,
Dang.
and how would people celebrate it?
That's a good
I will
question.
start with JF here. JF.
Yeah, our guests
Well-
should. I mean,
Well, I'm part Irish, so I actually would made St. Paddy's an official holiday in Canada, and that not
Ah.
working. We could actually celebrate the way we do it anyway. We just get pissed drunk and fight.
but the only difference is there's no work. Should be no work.
That's it. Well, that's it. It's just making a national holiday. I mean, St.
It should
Patrick.
be.
I'm part Irish, and I used to be red, but now like the
Yeah, but
silver-
what you will also call it Saint Patty's Day or
Oh yeah, St.
are
Patty's,
you-
man. Yeah, St.
Yeah,
Patrick's.
okay. Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
just it's been. I know that there's been talk about it in Canada to actually make it a national holiday. Just say it's St. Patty's. We all came from across the pond. It's like I mean, the movement. All Oh, bid geek, no National Jedi Day. Yes, I'll bet. But St. Patrick's. I mean, you got the parade here, and it's still going strong and everything. It's just cool. I would make that a. It's not. It's happening, but I would
Mhm.
not work. No work on St. Patty's days.
Nice.
Take a day off and drink Guinness and Scotch, and let's go.
That's awesome.
New
How
house?
about you?
Anything from
Your
you?
house?
Oh, geez. So National Jedi Day was taken. So I'm going to say March 3rd. I'll say March 3rd should be a holiday.
Yesterday.
That's yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, what's
Yeah,
with
I know.
March? March 3rd?
March 3rd is 303. So let's all celebrate the Roland TV 303.
Hmm.
Legendary drum machine.
Oh.
It'll just be 303 Day.
Gotcha.
Okay,
303 Day.
That's a legit one. Yeah.
303 Day.
Yeah,
That's a legit one.
That's a legit
And
one.
how you celebrate it, I have no clue. Like we take the day off and we all listen to Acid House. I don't know.
24
Yeah,
hours
DJ
stream
Sonic
of it.
Boom.
24 hours.
DJ Sonic Boom. We do need a June holiday. I 100% agree with you.
Wait, you guys
it-
don't have a June
You
holiday?
guys don't have one. Wow.
No.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Nope. It is the only month of the year that does not. Well, no, that in November don't have stats.
Hmm.
Do we have one in here in America? June?
No, we don't.
We don't have one too, right?
Philippines
because-
has one.
Yeah,
Which one?
The
Philippines have
US
like
doesn't, yeah.
10,000.
But I feel
holidays.
like you get
Isn't it
you
Father's
guys get
Day on?
Memorial Day.
It's not.
Yeah, but that's not really a holiday. But you guys get Memorial Day. We get May 2-4. And those are like right at the end of May. And then right after that, we've got Canada Day, you've got Independence Day.
No,
So,
we do have
a
we do
June
have Saint Jean
holiday.
Baptiste here in Quebec. We do have
Oh,
Saint
yeah.
Jean Baptiste. So that's in June here.
Yeah, I know, but that's Quebec, so like,
Yeah,
Okay.
just shut the
Doesn't-
hell up. All right, Toronto.
So
Come out,
303 Day.
Come out, split tabarnak. Don't make me speak French.
Gus, do you have any?
Oh, wait. Hold
holidays?
on a second. Before you answer it, I want to hear JF speak French. Like, give me a one sentence, like the of in French that you can
About PG&D.
about the guys next door.
The guys next
Don't
door.
curse. Yeah.
Nope. No curse. What the
You should
point? What's the
curse.
point in speaking French if I can't curse?
Go ahead.
I can make phrases, man. We could, like you got to understand something about the French curses, okay? When you say, it could be like something like, if it's all religious. So I'm sorry if there's religious people. Then anyway, it's your thing. It's not mine. But anyway, let's say if you look at the church, you get the tabernacle. But in French, we say tabarnak. Hey, tabarnak. But it could be like it could be an insult. You say, hey, mon tabarnak. Or it could be a verb. Ma tabarnak est une. It fits everywhere. It fits everywhere. So we get, that was one of the comment of GnuHouse the first time he met me. He says he swears like a trucker. And I thanked him for that.
Actually, you sounded like it sounded like one of the curses in the Filipino also, right? Gus, you say it again. It's like there are curses that kind of sounded like that in Filipino that what you just said. Interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
Gus, can you tell us, talk in Tagalog, something that that's a curse similar to the intonation that sound on what JF said in French?
Tabarnak.
Tangina mo. Like that.
Or tarantado.
Tarantado ka. Yeah, those are curses.
Oh,
And
okay.
whoever's Filipino here, they're like, those are curses. Anyway, sorry about that. So, Gus, what's your answer to that question?
For what?
Holiday.
Oh, for the holiday. I would do a Labor Day that you don't go to work, like real Labor Day, and then just sleep, like nothing. You're not supposed to go do any labor at all. Yeah.
Oh, you
It's
mean
like
no chores? It's like on
Yeah.
Father's Day. It's like on Father's Day, you do all your chores and then you can rest if you're a
Yeah.
dad.
Oh,
So
dude,
that-
no. Father's Day is the most. That's a sacred one for me. Father's Day, I'm untouchable, dude. I can do whatever
Untouchable?
I want. Yeah, I can
Like
do
wow.
like. Oh no way! That's the only day, and my birthday are my two holiday that I can
don't do
tell
anything.
Grace
That's awesome.
whatever. I'm not
Awesome.
doing anything. Whatever you told me, no, I'm not doing anything. For me, those are the untouchable days. It's very sacred for me.
So
That's good.
yeah, I have a question for Gus. I found this Finnish basketball player. Check out the name.
Tokutain. Oh, that's interesting.
So if you're teammates with Tuku and then you're mad at him, what do you say to him?
Dynamo.
That's a curse word.
Yeah.
Dynamo.
Dynamo, tira mo na.
Yeah, Dynamo is really motherfucker in Tagalog.
Yeah.
Here we go. Pass the ball, Dynamo.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dynamo.
Keep passing the ball,
Dynamo.
Dynamo.
Yeah.
What the heck are you
Yeah.
doing, Dynamo? Like,
And then
And then his the other player is like Bijaya, right? There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just see him, like the crowd chanting Dynamo, Dynamo. He's going like, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what's going on here. I translated.
Or worse, he doesn't know,
Yeah.
and you get this whole crowd.
and he was
shouting,
just like pumping, like, yeah, right?
Oh, that's possible. Finland plays the Philippines, and then
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
That'll be a good chant.
that'd be
I would love
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions that you want to ask?
We
chatter?
have time. We have time. So
We have
keep
time.
asking it.
You have to.
Oh.
This is your chance. These guys, you have to ask this question with these guys. You just know how it is. So that's
From the chat
that's it.
too.
Yeah, let's
Let's
get those
see,
questions
what-
in. I do have.
2J man is asking the Tagalog word of the day. I guess it's
yeah.
dynamo.
Dynamo.
J-Man,
I will
yeah,
remember that.
work
name.
is dynamo, right? So it means I just said it. That's a Tagalog word. You can say that on your
Yeah.
on your stream.
Oh, Achiglip has a question. Wigs or toppers?
Wait. Why
That's
that question
interesting.
today?
Wigs or topper? I mean, I'm taking this personal because I'm bald, but hang on, I'll let you decide.
Or
Hang on,
is
just give me 2
Achi
seconds.
just hitting our guest here?
Yeah.
What very timely question, Achi.
Watch out! Watch out!
Oh, there you go. He's gonna get those. He's gonna
Oh
get those.
boy.
Oh, there you go.
Transformation.
Curls. Oh, look at his golden locks. There we
With
go.
the Iron
Look
Maiden
at
shirt.
that.
Man, perfect match.
Yeah,
See,
with the Iron
it matches with the shirt. There you go.
I gotta say, dude, that
The-
looks very natural. I mean, if you
Yeah.
actually come in and nobody knows that you're
It
bald,
itches like
then
a
that- it's
bitch,
like,
though.
this is fair, yeah.
And it's but I also have the Elvis wig. If you want to take, I'll come. You
get
got to
the
get
Elvis
hang
wig.
on, hang on.
You're here. You can go. Gus,
You might
what-
as well.
yeah,
Gus, what's
How
your
about you?
favorite wig?
yeah. What's your favorite wig, Gus?
It would be the red one.
The red one.
Yeah, the red scarlet wig.
Spiky
Oh, you-
bra.
Yeah,
Red
ginger.
wig.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you like it with ginger?
Yeah.
perfect. What a question, Archie. I mean,
So
Okay.
Edwin
Yeah, do
McAboy
you have
said,
an Android?
have you seen this? Edwin McAboy said he reminded you of a
Of a
70s
70s
porn star.
porn star.
70s porn star. Thank you very much. Hey,
Edwin, what the heck are you watching porn in the 70s though? I'm gonna ask that question. What is that
Can
your
we-
thing?
can we name names of 70s porn stars? Is John
I don't know
Holmes?
if it's 70s.
John Holmes.
Yeah,
John
John
Holmes.
Leslie,
that's the
John
80s
Holmes?
though.
Is
That's
that
the
80s already?
Or 70s?
No,
I
no,
guess
John
70s.
Holmes was 70s.
70s,
John Holmes
right?
he probably started 15 years old in the 70s. in the
Probably.
70s.
Oh my God! People are saying, these guys? Who's that guy they're talking about?" So whoever is in the millennial here, John Holmes is legendary. Look it up
I
on,
don't even know who John Holmes is.
on Google.
No?
Because you're a millennial,
you
Gus?
Don't look up John
use
Holmes.
incognito.
Come on.
Yeah.
Use the
don't look it up.
incognito browser.
Incognito browser. Yes.
Maybe
use
I know
that.
the face. I don't usually remember the name. You know.
John Leslie and John Holmes, man.
That's the. Oh my God! Who said that? Oh
Found
my God!
The Betamax under his bed. Betamax. Yeah,
Oh,
that
God.
takes me back a while. I had hair back then. Yeah.
Here we go.
Alright.
Here we go again with the 80s talk.
The Betamax. Oh my God! Betamax and VHS. We talk about it on Grace chat. You know, there's how to tell the story. Yeah, again, I told this on the chat. So my uncle was telling me, "Hey, you know, in Tagalog accent, you want to see my bitches in the basement? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Bitches in the basement? I got a lot of bitches. I thought, yeah, there's a lot of bitches there. You know, you can do anything. Like, oh my God! So we went down. It's fucking VHS tapes. It says bitches. That's what it is.
Oh, the V.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Quack 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 to that jokes. That's
Okay.
No,
what I got.
That was good.
Ron Jeremy, though, that's the one. That's my favorite guy. So
I think
something
it was
Really?
more
there.
80s though.
He's in
Yeah,
jail.
It was more 80s.
Ron Jeremy's canceled, man.
Yeah, he's in jail.
Yeah, I know.
He's a big case, yeah. So in jail.
But he's that guy back there. So I'm thinking of 80s, right? Ron Jeremy, but yeah, John.
70s is a little harder to know some of
Yeah,
the-
I was born in '73, man. So yeah, I didn't watch porn in the '70s. I didn't even know. You know,
77.
Edwin,
I was
Let's all be
discovering myself.
honest here. Let's all be. You know that unmarked VHS on your that's sitting there. You know, those are the good ones, right? You know, the unmarked VHS that your parents had. Those are the ones you're gonna watch.
just don't forward the VHS towards the end because you might see your parents in the end there. So.
Oh wow, what a
Oh my
that's
God.
therapy. That spells therapy right there. You know,
You,
like,
you will need
Exactly.
therapy right after.
Why did we go to porn? What happened there? So, all right, so
Edwin always seems to be starting these things, you know?
no, because the wig.
The wig.
Yeah, the wig.
wig.
The
Wig.
wig.
Star.
so
it's
the wig
wig.
turned into a porn discussion. Oh my God!
Man, this
All
is
right,
where
next question. Is he really on
Anything from the
Ghostbusters?
audience?
Yeah, he was actually an extra on Ghostbusters.
Who?
Ron Jeremy.
Mm.
Wait.
Oh.
Really? The first one? Who's he there?
Yeah. Yeah, he's an extra.
Oh, an extra. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Outside the firehouse, Ghostbusters. All right, Drew.
we got to check it out now, Drew.
Yeah, I have to take a look at that.
Now we know. Right? Drew's a connoisseur.
Everyone needs
Yeah,
to watch
he-
rewatch it anyway. So let's all rewatch it. and try to find him.
He was the original Slimer.
Oh, wow.
Wait, Ron Jeremy is also Indiana Jones? Which one?
No,
way.
Indiana Jones, Indiana.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn you, Sable.
And
Those
he's
are
also
your VHS tapes that are hiding.
he's also he's
God.
also at the gym. He's also at the gym pumping Irene. All right. I'm done.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Good stuff to get out of this topic.
All right. Any other question, please? Can you ask another question before we go deeper?
Please, for the love of God.
We have 5 minutes, so please ask us questions.
Yes, question. So I will ask this question, but I'm not sure if 5 minutes is enough. I'm gonna do this next week. What's how about this question? What's a song you know? What's this?
The lyrics too? The whole song?
Yeah, the whole song that you know the lyrics to.
What's a song you know every word of?
Yeah.
Call on me.
Dumbass. So she has 3 words.
Eric Prydz, the whole song.
I'm embarrassed to say.
Off the bat, as long as like a cappella, there's a song by David Usher, but the Montreal guy, not David Usher from the Super Bowl, and it's the song St. Lawrence River. Seriously, if it plays, I know all the song. I know I sing with him, but it's really this song has text. If you don't know him, he was the singer from Moist. Check him out. I mean, St. Lawrence River, he speaks about Montreal and he speaks about, the winter here and everything. And it's such a good vibe. It's not going to get you pumping, but it's such a chill out vibe. David Usher, St. Lawrence River. Check him out.
If anyone on the chat could put that link, please do that. Mine is a fun one. I know the words to Master of Puppets.
Holy shit.
Metallica. I think a lot of people know the words.
Off the bat, I'm actually embarrassed, but Ice Baby.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh, Drew's got a good
question.
I got that from
probably Vanilla Ice. Everyone knows almost.
Yeah.
No, mine is "Baby Got Back."
Oh, there you go.
You know that song?
That's one.
Perfect.
How about you, Gus?
Samo Beats has "Creep" by Radiohead. What a song!
Oh, that's a nice song.
That's an awesome song.
Drew McOrange, what's your favorite song that's not electronic? My favorite song is from Genesis. It's called "Home by the Sea" Part 1, Part 2. It is 13 minutes of pure prog rock bliss.
Yeah,
and this song, I've heard it especially specific places in Canada when I was backpacking, and it always is my favorite song. I get up on my birthday, I turn on Bluetooth and I play "Home by the Sea" Part 1, Part 2 every time on my birthday.
That's awesome. How about you, GnuHouse?
U2, "Where the Streets Have No Name."
Oh, that's a good song.
Just the introduction to it, just before the guitar comes in, like that just sends chills up my spine each and every time.
Right. All right. So I hate to end it, guys.
I'd like to. Edwin Makabue's
one
song is good.
Do we have like 2 minutes? Because there's a good one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so there was a question. I saw it here. Simo Beats. What is the oddest song request you've ever had? So if you've been in my chat, you know this one. So I play I have a live gig once a month down just off about half hour outside of Niagara Falls. And some guy came up to me, and he was just being a real dick. And he came up to me and he said, "Do you have any Dead Mouse 5? Waiting to see if people get it.
I get it.
For Dead Mouse. He's
asking for Mouse 5. Yes.
Dead Mouse 5. And he was being serious. Like he did not do it kind of like to test me out. Like he was dead serious. He did not know how to pronounce it.
Good try though.
No,
yeah.
Should clap.
Knowing the artist.
Yeah, but my favorite one is someone came up to me and said, "Do you have any David Guetta?" And the song, I said, "Come here." said, "Come here." And I showed her the song title, the song and artist that I was currently playing. It was Felix the House Cat's Silver Screen David Guetta remix.
Yeah.
And I just went,
"Oh,
here you go."
Here's your David Guetta. Run home. That's good.
all right."
Yes.
Guys, like everybody who has been on the show, I know 2 hours is enough. We could be here for 8 hours still talk about a lot of stuff. It's been really fun, guys. Thank you so much for guesting on the show.
Thank you.
We have to
Thank
get
you.
you guys back. We have to get you guys back, probably with Drew at some point, right? So this is something that we want to do. This is the first season. We're gonna go like 20 episodes. We're gonna pause on the summer and go back, but we'd love to get you guys back. Thank you so much for jumping in, and please promote your channel, your show, what do you have going on IRL. Why don't you guys tell the viewers, what you're doing next? I'll start with you first, GnuHouse.
Yeah, for sure. So first off, thanks everybody for coming out. A lot of people that I know are both in both JFP and I's chats. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for the support. Thank you, because these people support us all the time. So thanks for that.
Thank you, guys. Yep.
I stream twice a week. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday nights are my house nights. Thursdays are my techno nights. I also have a monthly residency at a place called Lviv Castle. That's in Port Dover, Ontario. My next gig there is going to be the 30th of March. So I'm really looking forward to that. Other than that, you see me pop up on Instagram, on TikTok. I'm going to start doing tax content again really soon because that's super relevant now with less than 60 days to the tax deadline.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Nice.
JF?
Well, my dreaded renovations downstairs just finished today. The guys, seriously, man, it says, yeah, we'll be done in a month. Fuck this shit. It's been week 9. I am pissed off and I want my basement. I'm streaming from my goddamn kitchen and I can't do this anyway. So for me, no live gigs, but I will be transferring all this. Down yet. I don't know. Well, that could be have me on another show and I'll talk to you about how do I love people that bug the shit out of me. Okay. But so first thing is, get my stream, revamp the stream when I get downstairs, place all my stuff down there. And of course I play on Sunday morning for Deep House at 9:00 a.m. Eastern time. It's basically Deep House and Coffee, and that's the name of the show. I will be more online because I'll have my own corner and I'll have my DJ spot downstairs. So added some new lights on the ceiling that they change color and everything. So it should be good, man. I'll be streaming a lot more, and because I really, really miss this stuff. I mean, I used to play house and tech house and bass house, and I only do deep house now, but I kind of miss the other style. So yeah, it's going to be a lot more stream from my part for sure.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Well, hey, you guys are always welcome to NBHD. Just let Boy G or me know. We'll get you guys in. Thank you so much, guys. This has been
This
fun.
was cool, man. This was my first podcast, and yay! Look, hi, Mom. On my podcast.
We're gonna get you back. We're gonna get you back.
Well,
this is awesome.
We'll be up on YouTube, so for those who missed it, they'll be able to catch up.
Yeah, so we'll post
Okay,
this on YouTube. Follow our YouTube channel. All 16 episodes are there. Well, 15, and I'm gonna upload this one very soon, probably tonight.
B16.
Cool.
So you can rewatch it. Show it to your kids, show it to your grandparents. Let them. Watch
your neighbors.
First podcast, your neighbors. Show it to your neighbor. Yeah, that your
the other side.
neighbor.
While you're on the pool.
Yeah, on the pool. But guys, and thank you for everybody who's been watching. We can have not done this show. We won't be in 16 episodes without you guys supporting us. We'll have the next few weeks. We're gonna have really good content and good guests. So thank you so much. This is Mr. Coops, Sound Decision, Ngusoko Type Mo Gus. These are the guys next door where the talk is cheap and the laughs are priceless. And we had a lot of those today. So thank you so much, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good Monday.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Let's raid somebody today.
Boy G, it's up to you, buddy. If you want to go raid somebody,
Raid somebody, anybody,
anybody,
even the
find
smaller
somebody, small streamer. That's what we want.
Guess tunes is on. I'm gonna guess it
Naya,
someday.
big. No, you did go ahead. Okay, just go Naya. Yep.
See you next week, all.